Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. Muncy, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor. It's time for Dodger baseball. Strike three. Dodgers have won it all in 2020. Mookie Betts cranks one left field. Mookie Magic.
They're going to make big signings. They're going to make impact trades. I don't care how many times this team rips my heart out, I'll never stop loving the Los Angeles Dodgers. Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
What is up, Dodgers Nation? Welcome to another episode of Dodgers Dugout Live. My name is Doug McKain. Friends call me D-Mac. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. And we've got a jam-packed Friday show for you. So much going on in the world of Dodger baseball. We have a signing that was just announced a few seconds ago. Shohei Ohtani has his first live BP since surgery as a Dodger. The anticipation is off the charts. Yamamoto is set to face live batters on Saturday. We're giving out grades for the offseason. We're talking about the closer's role. Rob Manfred has announced his retirement. He's going to be retiring after the 2029 season. Why don't we go with an even number and make it 2024? Just saying. We'll get into that. We'll talk about Nike's jerseys. So much to get into here on this jam-packed episode of Dodgers Dugout Live. But first, if you have not yet, do yourself a huge favor and subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel because we are doing a giveaway. Our next giveaway has been made official, a Yoshinobu Yamamoto jersey. All you have to do to get this jersey is 1, be subscribed to the channel, and 2, comment Yamamania down below. I want all your takes about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Drop your ERA prediction for Yamamoto. How good do you think he's going to be this year for the Dodgers? So exciting time to be a Dodger fan. Let's get to these comments right here. Catching live, sweet Yamamania. Yeah, it's unbelievable. We are literally closing in on almost a month before opening day. We are Clem Labine, Jerry Royce, Jeff Shaw, Josiah Gray, Daniel Hudson days away from opening day in Seoul, Korea. 41 days, Dodgers fans. Get excited, but we have to get to the lead here because we learned just a few minutes ago that the Dodgers have made a signing, and we're not going to crank up that signing siren because we don't have that one right now, but we will let this one, look at this signing. Justin Wilson and the Dodgers, they agreed to a minor league deal. It's first reported by Fabian Ardaya, who tweeted out, actually Robert Murray tweeted out, free agent reliever Justin Wilson in agreement with the Los Angeles Dodgers, pending physical, according to a source familiar with the deal. Then Fabian Ardaya of The Athletic tweeted, source, it's a minor league deal with a non-roster invite to spring training for Justin Wilson to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers, they're collecting non-roster invite pitchers like their Pokemon cards at this point. And Justin Wilson is another example. And Wilson, he has a lot of the same characteristics as some of these other signings that we've seen. Relievers that have had success in the past, relievers that have been solid in the past, but either have had a decline due to pitches that haven't been as effective due to velocity dip or due to injury. And that is certainly the case with Justin Wilson. He has been limited to just 3 2/3 innings over the past 2 seasons due to a Tommy John surgery. So that really fits the mold with what the Dodgers do with their injured pitchers and guys they go after for reclamation projects. But he's 36 years old, and he's going to the Dodgers for some R&R. And, of course, you know what R&R stands for. It's reliever rehab. That is what Mark Pryor, Connor McGinnis, and this pitching development staff does in L.A. And, look, he has been solid throughout his career. He's been a quality reliever. He's proven to be a decent setup man during certain stretches with the Pirates, the Yankees, the Tigers, the Mets, the Cubs. From 2013 to 2021, he threw 450 2/3 innings with a 3.43 ERA and 132 saves with 18 holds. So that is a large sample size of consistent production. Oh, and you add the fact that he is a southpaw. He is a lefty. So that is what the Dodgers needed. Another lefty in this bullpen. They trade away Caleb Ferguson. You still have Alex Vesia, who, yeah, pray for Alex Vesia. He is facing Shohei Ohtani at live BP. Can't wait to see the video surface from that. I am so excited. I can't tell you about. I'm screaming inside. Ohtani live BP day. But yeah, Justin Wilson, is it something, nothing, or everything? Well, that brings me to the Dodgers Dugout Live poll question of the show. I asked you guys over on the X. Will the signing of Justin Wilson be something, nothing, or everything? And currently 40% of you say something, 56% of you say nothing, and 4% of you say everything. I'm sure that is the family and friends of Justin Wilson in the polls right there. Well, some comments. We got JH minor league, so will be one they can call up when Roberts overuses an arm in the pen. Coop 10 says we'll probably make one appearance and back the IL once again. But yeah, I mean, this is someone that could contribute. And really what you're seeing is it's about depth. It is about depth when it comes to relievers, when it comes to starting pitchers. Let's not forget how decimated this starting rotation was last season. You had 52 starts from rookies last season. 9 rookies made their debuts. 16 rookies contributed. You had significant starts from Bobby Miller, Emmett Sheehan, Michael Grove, Gavin Stone, Ryan Pepe. The list goes on and on. Kyle Hurt, he makes his debut. So this to me is the Dodgers taking advantage of the fact that because of who you are, because of what you've done for other pitchers around Major League Baseball, I'm looking at you, Tyler Anderson, who signs that big deal. I'm looking at guys like Chris Martin, Ryan Brazier, guys that they've completely revitalized their career. Because of their track record, they're able to make these signings. So it's a testament to this farm system. It's a testament to the development. It's a testament to the eye of Andrew Friedman, who could spot talent out of the window of a moving train. So give this organization credit. I think that, is it a nothing burger or a something burger? I think it depends. I think it could be a something burger if duty calls for him, right? If he is a Band-Aid breaking case of emergency type of reliever that they need to turn to because guys go down with injuries. But let me know down below in the comment section, what is your take? What are your thoughts? What is your reaction to the Dodgers signing Justin Wilson to a minor league deal? I know, right? You're not doing cartwheels down 1000 Vince Scully Avenue, right? It's not like the blurry Shohei Ohtani LA post on Instagram that changed my life forever, right? It's not that type of signing, but still, this is how the Dodgers win. Moves on the margins and depth. But let me know down below in the comments section. We're going to do a deeper breakdown, but this just broke literally seconds before the show. So let me know down below in the comment section, what is your reaction? We got Arizona is out of state. We got smash that like button for D-Mac. What up, Diane Schroeder? Always rocking with us, the fairy godmother of the Dodgers Nation live streams. It's just a minor league deal, so meh. We got, hey, Ryan Brazier was just a minor league deal, so what happened? He became the Dodgers' best reliever down the stretch. So you just never know when you're going to get one of these guys. Oh, no, not Steve. D-Mac, dollar menu burger signing, LOL. Yeah, hey. But sometimes that dollar menu is fire at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're kind of drunk, right? And you want to get some food. I mean, come on now. Wilson is a beast. That's from You Think You Know Me. We got what up, D-Mac from Whittier. Go Blue, Yamo Mania. There you go. Yeah, comment Yamo Mania down below if you want to be eligible for our next giveaway. So that's the most recent signing. And the big story today, the anticipation for this, to me, it's off the charts. To me, the anticipation for Ohtani's live BP is as high as some teams' opening days out there in Major League Baseball, right? I mean, the world is waiting for him to take his first swings in a live BP since the surgery. The first time in Dodger Blue. He's going to be facing Alex Vesia. And Bill Plunkett tweet out, Shohei Ohtani is on the schedule to take live BP during the Dodgers workout today. Alex Vesia and Nabil Krismet, the listed pitchers, another significant step in Ohtani's recovery from elbow surgery. So first and foremost, this is just great when it comes to the progress and the process and him making his way back. It feels like that he is healthy as far as being a hitter. And it feels like he's going to make that start in Korea, and he's going to be ready to go and have a clean bill of health for his role as a DH. And look, Ohtani is someone who a few days ago, he took swings and he was going 50, 60, 70%, but was still hitting 109 miles per hour in the exit velo. He still hit 10 home runs in 21 at-bats. This is someone who has been hitting rocket shots his entire career. And I think this really just speaks to the star power, the superstar power of Shohei Ohtani. The fact that you have people refreshing their Twitter feeds, refreshing their social media feeds for a live BP, okay? This is massive. This tells me that the Dodgers are truly the team of Los Angeles, right? That the Angels weren't. I mean, the Angels, they only have a fan fest, right? Their social media team did virtually nothing, and Ohtani's everywhere. And I think that it speaks to the fact that Ohtani is the biggest star in Los Angeles since Kobe Bryant. And I don't think that there's even anything that's a close second. LeBron James never felt as big as we thought it was going to feel. LeBron James came to LA to retire. Shohei Ohtani signed with the Dodgers to win championships, to cement his legacy as the greatest baseball player in the history of this sport. And this is not taking anything away from LeBron James, but let's just be honest here. It just never felt this big. LeBron James takes a back seat to Shohei Ohtani in Los Angeles. I've been saying that for weeks now. I've been saying that for months now, and this further proves that for me. And I thought it was really cool. Shohei Ohtani, I mean, how many times did we see Shohei Ohtani outside of his Angels uniform for the last couple of years? How many times did we see that, right? Maybe once, maybe twice. My man is out and about living that Hollywood lifestyle that Anthony Rendon did not want to live. He's at Nobu with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's at the Rams game looking like a movie star. And then yesterday, he was at a wings eating contest. Here, check this out.
How many do you think you could eat, Shay?
20. I mean, look at that guy. I mean, Noel told me he got a $5,000 sweater. What was the brand of that sweater, Noel? Hugo Boss? So it wasn't $5,000. He got paid to wear that sweater. That's how you know you're doing it. We need to get Noel a deal. I think you look like a Louis V guy. I mean, if you could be sponsored by one brand, what would it be, Noel? Chrome Hearts? Nice. Me, probably Hawaiian shirt brand, Rain Spooner. So how about you, Gary? What would you, if you could be sponsored by one brand, what would it be? Nike. This is not a good. Don't bring up Nike right now. Okay. I'll get to you, Nike, and trust me, this is someone. Hey, I'm embarrassed to say how many pairs of Nikes I've owned in my life, but I am not happy with this swoosh right now. But really, just the big takeaway from this is, I mean, seeing Shohei Ohtani out there, one with Yamamoto. Remember this talk about Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Ohtani? They didn't want to be on the same team, right? I think that they wanted to be on the same team. I think they wanted to have another Japanese player that they can go through this process of being in a big market. But you see him out there saying he'd eat 40 wings. I don't care that he can eat 40 wings. I just want him to win 2 or 3 rings, World Series rings. That's the most important thing for me. But yeah, I love too let's read some comments here, guys. What are your thoughts on Shohei Ohtani getting down? Braun gave us a championship. Showtime has to prove it first. LA for life. Yeah, LeBron definitely gave the Lakers a championship. There's no doubt about it. But I just don't think the buzz was as big as everyone thought it was going to be. If the Lakers got LeBron when he made his decision and he was Heatles LeBron, or even post Heatles Cavs Kyrie LeBron, I think that would be different. But LeBron James did not come to the Lakers solely to win championships and cement his legacy. He had Spring Hill Entertainment, right? He had his production company. He had all of his endeavors in building his brand and Clutch. And look, he came to LA to retire. Shohei Ohtani came to LA to win championships. We got and look, LeBron has won that championship. You can't take that away from him. There's no doubt about that. Alex, how excited. We got LeBron, a journey. This is from David G. Reyes. LeBron, a journeyman. LA watched Kobe grow up in front of our eyes. Ohtani will be up there if he wins some rings. And yeah, you know what? Look, it's sometimes timing is everything. I think that you got the Mount Rushmore, and There's a lot of great athletes up there, and Kobe, Magic, Koufax. I mean, Kirsch definitely deserves a spot, right? There's a lot of great LA athletes in our history, but Ohtani, if he wins 2 rings, 3 rings, multiple MVPs with the Dodgers, he is certainly going to be up there. I mean, look at the mural test, okay? There's going to be tons of Ohtani murals. There already are a ton of Ohtani murals. And I love, too, that Kobe, even though probably in the grand scheme of things, it was a very small part of it, but we can look back and say that Kobe Bryant did his part in trying to get Ohtani to the Dodgers. And Ohtani said that resonated with him when during his meeting, the Dodgers showed Ohtani a video of Kobe, and Kobe told Shohei that there's not a better place on the planet to win championships than in Los Angeles. So I love how that's linked, and there'll always be a link from that. I mean, to my right, we have a Kobe and an Ohtani jersey. It's great to see. We got his translator is getting paid a lot of money, and Ohtani speaks English. That's awesome. That's from Mitchell Hopkins. We were talking about this the other day. I mean, he's probably getting 200, 250K to be his translator, but I've talked to Japanese reporters that have covered Ohtani as much as anyone. They told me it's never been about the English. He speaks English, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, and he spoke English when he received his MVP award, but he speaks it with the translation for Japanese fans, right? He does do multiple press conferences in Japanese and English, but he does that for his Japanese fans. And I also think, too, it allows Ippei to kind of just control the narrative, kind of edit on the fly a little bit, and just trying to get that message across. So it's never been about that. I've actually heard that he speaks Spanish to his Spanish teammates. So a very intelligent guy. So there's another link to Kobe. Multilingual guys. We got New Balance. We got now. It's from Jason. Yeah, I like that little New Balance reference by Ohtani. Hey, he's going to bring a New Balance to the Dodgers lineup. You know what I'm saying? We got Steven M. Garcia, Yamamania. Nike is a 4-letter word. Yeah. By the way, how many home runs is Ohtani going to hit off Alex Vesia today? I mean, how many times is he going to go yard? You saw Gavin Lux. He hit a bomb yesterday, and that was off of Daniel Hudson. So Hudson's still trying to make his way back. We got Luis Sereno, Hawaiian Shirt Company's out here effing up for not sponsoring this pod straight up. Hey, I like that. Hey, man, I like that, man. That's a fire take. I'm going to get a fire take over there. We got Mr. Classic, and it's not because of Shohei. Louis, I'm writing here through a translator. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, that's a fire take. You guys know I'm here for the jokes all day long. Daniel Balteras, maybe today isn't so great for Vesia's confidence going into a season with big expectation. We should rethink Ohtani. So, you know what just popped into my mind the second you said that? When did Vesia's season turn around last year? He had success against Ohtani and the Angels, and that gave him a lot of confidence. It was on the road. I won't forget it in that bullpen game that the Dodgers had. That really springboarded LA to have a really good final stretch through their bullpen, and Alex Vesia getting out Trout, getting out Ohtani played a big part. I might ask him about that during spring training. So I think it'll give him confidence. I also think, too, that these guys aren't going to take it that personally, okay? I mean, if you're going to give a home run to someone, I mean, have it be Shohei Ohtani, right? It would hurt my confidence more if I'm giving up a home run to, I'm not going to say Austin Barnes or something like that, but like a home run to not Ohtani, okay? So I don't think it's going to hurt his confidence too much. Denny Cortez, I think Ohtani is getting accustomed to the media and coverage he's getting in this market. He's got money to be made. Look, I think he's comfortable. I think he's enjoying it. You've seen some of the highlights. He's smiling. He's present. And he's not this robot that people think he's going to be. But live BP today, tell everyone, it's happening. The anticipation is off the charts. This thing should be simulcasted. Kids shouldn't be in school today. It should be a national holiday to watch Ohtani take live BP in a Dodgers uniform because it's great for the buzz of baseball. And then speaking of facing hitters, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is facing hitters on Saturday, and that's going to be very exciting as well. Might be the first time in my time as a Dodgers fan that I'm rooting for the hitters to do bad, right? Because I want to see Yamamoto get off to a great start. And look, I love the narrative out there from other fans. I see it on Reddit. I see it on the X. I see it on TikTok. Every single fan of a fan base, like the Yankees, like the Red Sox, like these other teams that thought maybe they might have a little chance at Yoshinobu Yamamoto, when they didn't sign them, like the Giants, when your team did not sign Yoshinobu Yamamoto, what happened? Well, You start to say, oh, he's never pitched in the big leagues. He's never pitched in the show. He hasn't thrown a single pitch, and the Dodgers made him the highest paid pitcher in the history of Major League Baseball. Guess what? Let's not forget that he dominated in the WBC. He had a 14.73 strikeouts per 9. You see him dominating even though he's 5'10". Hey, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, there's been Mike Hampton, tons of examples of pitchers that don't have to be the prototypical size. And the reason why I think is going to be very effective, the reason why I think he's going to win the Cy Young is because, yes, he has elite pitches. Yes, he has a fastball that can reach up to 99 that sits around 94, 95. Yes, he has an elite forkball, a cutter, a yo-yo curveball that he can throw early in counts and steal strikes that way. But also, he doesn't rely solely on strikeouts. He induces soft contact. So his command is going to transfer. His pristine pitch mix and command are going to translate to the show. And you've seen some of these great pitchers out there. Yu Darvish, Tanaka, Ohtani. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was on another level than those three guys mentioned. He was better than all of them in the NPB. He's coming off a season where he had a 1.21 ERA. He's won the 3 MVP awards, 3 Sal Moore awards. So keep doubting Yoshinobu Yamamoto. My ace throws javelins better than your ace throws baseballs, okay? We got, let's see, we got Daniel Boltress. Haha, what up, Daniel? Martin D-Mac for MVB, most valuable broadcaster. That's a fire take. I'll take that. Hey, you get the MVF, most valuable fan. We got Frankie G. Yo, Doug. Justin FYI, Shohei's old team is called the Fighters, Nippon Ham Fighters. Yeah, of course. We got, I mean, by the way, I'm actually dropping like the story of Shohei Ohtani this weekend. It's a project I've been working on for a while now, so be on the lookout for that. And we talk a lot about his time with the Ham Fighters. Let's go to the comments here, though. We got blanking on LeBron, who actually won a ring over Ohtani, who hasn't won us jack yet, is wild. This is from Abs. LeBron could have won 3 titles. It's not about that. It's not about him delivering the titles. It doesn't feel as big as Ohtani feels with the Dodgers. Let's be honest. It's the truth. I'm just saying he has a chance to be we lived through prime Kobe, right? There's a difference between when you get someone in their absolute peak prime versus a LeBron who was kind of out. He still was one of the best players in the league. He still was top 5. There's no doubt about that. But we didn't get the LeBron mania, the phenomenon LeBron. We got the really awesome elite LeBron, but not the LeBron who, in my opinion, is the second best basketball player in history behind the true GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So, yeah, no slight to LeBron, but Ohtani, what he's doing, the jersey sales, did LeBron break the Fanatics record for jersey sales? No, right? I mean, we still saw seats at Laker games on StubHub that were going at discounted rates with LeBron. I'm just saying, we can talk about stats and numbers, but the feeling of it just doesn't feel as big. We got Noise by Noel. Doug, how many chicken wings do you think you could eat in a food competition? Man, probably like 12. 12? Yeah, is that a lot? Do you think so? I'm not the biggest chicken wings guy. Yeah, I'm not the Lord of the Wings. Tamales, I can eat like 50. I love me some tamales. You know me, and I love your tamales. Yeah. We got the Lakers, got the business LeBum. That's from Curry. No, we're not gonna. Okay, we got AARP LeBron. Okay, this is not. This was the point of this was not to try to get people against LeBron. I'm just trying to point out how special it is to have Shohei Ohtani. So yeah, I think what you got to know about Yamamoto, look for it on Saturday, is he's going to go out there and it's going to be the start of what, in my opinion, is going to go down as a legendary career in Dodger blue. We got to Victor Banos. I agree 100%. I don't feel with LeBron the same identity that I feel with Kobe, with Ohtani. I feel like he's been a Dodger for a long time. Victor, that's a fantastic point. Why does it feel like Ohtani just has been here for his whole career and we're just embracing him like he's already won World Series? Like he's already done a lot for this franchise. And I think that NS says D-Mac eating tamales like an egg eating snakes. LMAO. You guys are wildin' for sure. So we got a update here from Juan Toribio. No live batting practice today for Shohei Ohtani, just normal BP on the field. So not a live batting practice. He will not face a pitcher today, but another batting practice where he's going to go out there and hitting moonshots to the International Space Station. So, look, I think that it's still going to be exciting to see. But Sasaki says, or Sackzill06, it'd be awesome if I just had some names. It was like Bill or Bob, but I like it. For sure. I agree. I like that. The Y2K, that's a fire stream. Yeah. You want a fire stream? You want a fire take for that? You got it. Fire take. I'm going to give you love on that one. But yeah, keep rocking away on the comments, guys, and we will keep hitting these. I want to find that one because I want to give you credit for it here. Got Mr. Classic, So One, D Will, and his airbender. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about Devin Williams for a while. Absolutely. Shohei is going to join Big Mac, Stargell, Piazza, and hitting it out of the ravine. Alex, that's what we said a couple days ago, didn't we? I mean, 500 feet for sure. I love it. Stargell, Big Mac, got to include Piazza. Hey, but you know you didn't include Alex, and I kind of think you omitted this on purpose, is Giancarlo Stanton and Fernando Tatis Jr. will also hit one out. But we got Sackzilla06. Is Y2K officially going to be Yama's nickname? I heard it on yesterday's stream, and it deserves a fire take. I mean, let's go for that for now, man. Y2K, 2,000 strikeouts in a season. Not Koufax's record, not Koufax's 386, but yeah, I mean, I think that he can absolutely go for. By the way, just so you know, franchise record is the GOAT, Sandy Koufax. But let's keep moving on here and talking about the closer's role. So Dave Roberts, he spoke to reporters yesterday and was asked about Evan Phillips and if he was going to be the Dodgers' full-time closer. And here's what Doc had to say.
I think versatility across the board. I think.
I definitely don't think it's going to be like it was last year. I think that Evan, with what he did in that role, did a really nice job. I wouldn't say committee. I think that it's a good conversation. I don't think we need to make it right now, but I do say, right now I could see Evan doing the brunt of the closing of games, but I still believe that it's prudent to kind of keep that door open, that if there's opportunities at, in the eighth inning, that I feel he's the best option to help us win a baseball game, to do that. So I'm going to have a conversation with him, but again, I think our bullpen is going to be a position of strength for us. Yeah, you know what? He certainly has. I think he has earned it. So then the question begs, what's best for the ball club? And so I think that that's kind of an ongoing discussion. I think that as far as once we got some things tightened up last year, our bullpen was one of the best in baseball. So I don't think that there's one way to do it. But certainly if you're looking at can he do it? Does he deserve it? Has he earned it? Absolutely.
So Evan Phillips not getting that closer's role permanently. Doc didn't want to put that stamp on him right now. And I think that there's a couple things in play here. I think one, the Dodgers are still trying to be opportunistic. They're still exploring the possibility of adding a closer. And John Heyman said it again yesterday that the Dodgers are interested in the possibility of trading for Kenley Jansen, as are the Padres. And the more we hear about Kenley Jansen and the Dodgers, the more I start to believe it. I don't think this is a situation where the Red Sox are linking Kenley and leaking that information to try to build up his trade value. I think the Dodgers are showing some interest, and it just will not go away. The Kenley to the Dodgers trade rumors will not go away. It feels like you break up with a girl, right? And then she blocks you on social media, so you call her. You try to call her and she blocks your phone. And then you email her, right? And then she blocks you from changes her email. Then you just show up at her house, right? I mean, that's how it feels like with Kenley Jansen. That this will not go away. It feels like there's a real possibility of it. And we've talked about this ad nauseum at this point. Like I said, it's like reheating McDonald's French fries in the microwave. They're not going to taste the same. But if you want me to make the case for Kenley Jansen, I will say that one, with Kenley, he's someone that is throwing his cutter faster than he's had since 2014. He's someone that has thrown that cutter more than he ever has in the last couple of seasons, throwing over 78% of the time. And three, I think if they traded for Kenley Jansen, it would be a regular season move, just like we saw with Craig Kimbrell a couple of years ago, right? That they wanted him to be that defined closer, and then it didn't quite work out. He didn't make the postseason roster, and then you mix it up with matchups. So I think if you traded for Kenley, look, $16 million is a lot. If the Red Sox paid $5-6 million and you didn't have to give up a ton of prospects, then look, I kind of understand the idea of it in the sense that you make it easier for Doc, right? I like this one from Mitchell Hopkins. Jansen's story sounds like the story of how I got my wife. There you go. Hey, persistence, right? Mitchell Hopkins. So with Kenley, if you have him just as your closer, I kind of understand that because he's not having to play different matchups in the 7th or 8th. You utilize Evan Phillips in a situation where he is best utilized. That is as your high leverage guy that can use in different matches. Because with Evan Phillips, this is someone that had his best season not in that closer's role when Kenley Jansen was the closer. So maybe they say, okay, we get one really good regular season out of Kenley. By the end of the year, if he has 30 plus saves, we'll view that as a win because he did convert 29 of 33 saves. Okay. Let's not act like Kenley Jansen is awful or anything like that. He still had a lot of success. Question I have is how does he fit into your postseason plans? Is he a lock to make that postseason roster? Will they be committed to him? I don't think they would. I think that it would be based on meritocracy at that point. And if he's pitching well, then they consider it. If not, you could pick up a bullpen piece during the year, a Devin Williams type, a Tanner Scott, and these young guys can emerge, a Kyle Hurt, a River Ryan, guys like that. So I do think that it's not the worst idea. I don't love the idea, but I think that if you look at it, you can start to make sense of the idea. And when it comes to Evan Phillips, let's not pretend that this kind of impacts his future as far as being a closer. I mean, if you're a closer and you record saves, which you did last season, 24 to be exact, you get a lot of money when you hit the open market. Edwin Diaz, Josh Hader. So I think for him to be a closer financially, years down the line, it would absolutely help his case. But I actually caught up with Evan Phillips at Dodgers Fest, and I asked him, one, about the strength of this bullpen, why this bullpen can be a strength for this team, and two, the difference in mindset and being a high leverage guy, going out there in the 7th and the 8th, a setup guy, versus being a closer. And here's what Dr. Phil had to say.
I think versatility across the board. I think we have a lot of talented pitchers. We're getting healthier with Blake Trinan and Joe Kelly coming back, and then having some mainstays like myself, Bruce Dar, Caleb Ferguson, Alex Vesia. I think having that core group of guys to rely on in a multitude of roles is going to be great for us this season.
And you're excellent as a high leverage reliever as a closer, but if you just kind of break down the difference from a preparation and mindset and standpoint, just kind of doing those two roles.
Sure, I think the primary difference is that the 9th inning is when the game is over. So I think managing that inning and navigating those 3 outs specifically a bit different than you would perhaps in the 6th or 7th inning when there's still some game to play. Valuing those 3 outs and keeping those as pivotal as they can be to ensure the game ends, right? Because that's the whole idea of being a closer. So going out there and finishing the job is critical.
Awesome. Thanks, Evan.
And just listen to what he said right there. I mean, the fact that you have a different approach, a different mentality, you slam the door shut, but I think that Evan Phillips, not as the closer, makes the most sense. I think Kenley Jansen, Craig Kimbrell, guys that are career closers, guys that have over 400 saves, those types, yeah, you don't want to mess with them. Let them be closers, right? But guys like Evan Phillips that you can throw in against the 4, 5, 6, the meat of the lineup, and go out there in high leverage situations to be that fireman, I think that helps the Dodgers bullpen more than him just being a closer for the sake of being a closer in the 9th inning. And I think also Evan Phillips needs to be an all-star this year. Evan Phillips needs a bobblehead this year. Didn't get a bobblehead last year. Doesn't have one this year so far. Didn't make the all-star team despite having a sub-2 ERA. And I learned a lot from Evan Phillips last year as far as his dog. He has absolutely got that dog in him. And the thing about him is against the Pittsburgh Pirates, remember that game, Bednar, he makes the all-star team because Clayton Kershaw's out, the injury. Bednar gives him a bunch of beers and writes him a letter. And in that game, Evan Phillips, he actually took the L, and he gave up 3 runs there in the 9th inning. But since that night, for the rest of the season, after July 4th, he had a 1.37 ERA, 25 strikeouts to 4 walks in 26 and a third innings pitch. So Evan Phillips as my high leverage guy, a closer. Look, you could mix it up. I mean, if you have a lot of lefties in the 9th and you have Evan Phillips against righties in the 8th, he was unhittable. He literally was unhittable against righties last season. Righties in 2023 hit 131 against Evan Phillips and a 35.3% strikeout rate. So if you get a lefty you're confident in, if there's a heavy lefty lineup, maybe you could mix it up and have a Alex Vesia in the 9th, a Bruce Gratterall in the 9th, Blake Trinan and Ryan Brazier have been really good against lefties with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I like the fact that they're not married to Evan Phillips as a closer, but if you do want to bring in a closer, I definitely think that it would put Evan Phillips in the best position to have success. Now, next we're going to get into, let's read some of your comments real quick, guys. And I also want to point out too, it was on Twitter, I just saw right now, Fabian Ardai tweet out that Shohei Ohtani just took 5 swings in his second round of BP. He homered on all of them. My goodness. Shohei Ohtani going crazy. We got some video right here. Let's check it out. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, 5 home runs, 5 swings. I mean, he's going to hit 50 bombs this season. And it's just good to see him out there getting his work in. The swing is beautiful. No wasted movement. The hands, the angles, he can cover all sides of the plate. He's hitting souvenirs to aliens. And look, 5 home runs. He's going to be giving a lot of souvenirs to Dodgers fans. But let's jump into the comment section. What are your thoughts on Evan Phillips, Kenley Jansen, Shohei? Let's do some heavy comments right here. Daniel Bolteris, D-Mac eats the number of wings that Ohtani hits bombs this season. Okay, 50 wings for me then. Kobe goes to Goat Mountain. That's from Oh No Not Steve. Lydia Delgado, yay, go Dodgers. So ready for you all. It's a fire take. And that's a comment of the show. Will we ever see the Kobe video? Jason Sandoval. My take on that is I feel like maybe for Kobe Bryant Day, for Lakers Day, for Mamba Day, next year, 8/24. I do think there is a chance that we're going to see that video. I actually talked to someone with the Dodgers about that not that long ago at our Universal Studios Day, and I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just put it that way. We got Mr. Classic. It looks good on paper, but reality is it's a different thing. AJ Alexander, top Dodgers due to actually winning a legit World Series. Oral Kershiser, Kirk Gibson, Tom Lasorda. Has Yamamoto struck out the whole lineup yet? That's from Duality 47. Yamamania from Jose Vargas. Louis 17. Ohtani's English has improved. He's talking well with his team members, including Freeman and Roberts, without Ipe. Yeah, I mean, I've heard him speak English. I mean, he absolutely does not miss a beat at all. He speaks a lot better English than I speak Japanese, right? We got Cookie Monster. LeBron would have been better at 28. I mean, yeah, Father Time's undefeated. Go down below here. Who would you pick to start the home opener? Mitchell Hopkins. You gotta have to see how it plays out, because you're gonna see Yamamoto in the first couple of games there. I think he has to be the opening day starter, right? There's no doubt about that. So it just kind of depends how it lines up. I think at that point you're looking at the 22nd and the 23rd. Those presumably are going to be Yamamoto and Glass now, if everything goes right. And then, yeah, you got in March, you got the home opener against the Cardinals. So the 20th and the 21st, then you got the 2 days off, and then you got the Angels at Dodgers Stadium, and it's back to the tune-up games, and then you got the home opener against the Cardinals on the 28th. So let's see. Yeah, you could obviously work it out to get Yamamoto, Glass. Now, I mean, Bobby Miller possibly could get opportunities depending on how everyone is. So really, you just want to make sure everyone stays healthy, and then you're just picking from those top guys, and you're lining up the rotation with bullpens to get that and make that happen. But coming up next, we're talking about the Dodgers jerseys. We're talking about the players hating the jerseys. Rob Manfred's going to retire, and we're grading the offseason moves. We're going to have part 1 of that. That's coming up next here on Dodgers Dugout Live. What up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. I'm here to remind you that if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel for all latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, interviews, breakdowns, live streams, and more all year long. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to help the channel out, smash that like button. Also, you will not be eligible for any of our giveaways unless you are subscribed to the channel. So all you need to do to be eligible for all of our giveaways is just make sure that you are subscribed. We just gave away a brand new authentic Mookie Betts jersey valued at over $350. And we got tons of giveaways coming this offseason. So be sure to be subscribed so you are eligible to win. And as always, think blue, bleed blue, and please subscribe. And welcome back to Dodgers Dugout Live. An exciting day at Camelback Ranch, like we talked about. Ohtani, 5 swings, 5 home runs. I mean, I see you guys talking about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about his home runs there for sure. Kind of hit that. I mean, the Federal Aviation Administration, they actually granted Ohtani and the Dodgers the required launch license to clear the way for liftoff. I mean, just look at some of these bombs. The sound. You can hear the cut of the grass, the pop of the mitt, the crack of the bat. But exciting times at Camelback Ranch. But let's dive into some of these comments here. And here we guys have to say we got hello D-Mac and Dodgers Nation. What up, Carnivorous Lunar Activity? I'm gonna give you a fire take from that one. Smash that like button, absolutely. Give Steve Sachs one more. That's from One Eye Dragon. Luis Serrano. I'm not doubting Yamamoto, but is it true Japanese players always struggle with breaking balls in their first MLB season because of the ball having different seams and different weight, or is that BS? I think, look, you're definitely going to have an adjustment. I think it's not necessarily the seams of the ball. I think it's the tackiness and the grip is going to be more of an adjustment for Yamamoto. But look at Kodai Senga. I mean, he was right there for the Rookie of the Year. He was fantastic. And Yamamoto is literally on 3 levels up from Kodai Senga as far as how good of a pitcher he is. But yeah, we have seen that in the past, but it's an adjustment. I mean, look at Yu Darvish. Look at his mix. Look at his breaking balls. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big difference for Yamamoto. His stuff is going to play in the show. But abs track. People hate LeBron because he surpassed Kobe's career. Let's keep it real. Those are 2 different things, though. I mean, those are 2 different things. Tim T, D-Mac eating tamales out of his shoe. That's a fire take. I'm going to do a tamale shoey one of these days. I owe you guys a Yamamoto shoey, a Yo Shui Nobu. Yo Shui Nobu, Yamamoto Shui. Hey, D-Mac, we bleed blue for life. What up, Donnie over there? Yamamania, I love the Dodgers shirt. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you. Luis Serrano, absolutely. Let's go down here. You guys are lighting up the comments today. He was exceptional. Daniel Hudson before the bad injury, Mr. Classic. Yeah, those are all big factors. Hudson, Fireisen, Blake Trinan. We heard this morning that they're all looking good and that they'll be ready to go to start the season. So if 2 of those guys are key contributors this year, this bullpen's going to be in great shape. As you point out, Hudson was fantastic before the injury in 2021, before he tore his ACL in Atlanta. Blake Trinan was basically the Evan Phillips before Evan Phillips as far as their best high leverage reliever. He was phenomenal before that, and he unfortunately dealt with some injuries. But yeah, I definitely think that there's a chance that he comes back and he has some success as well. So did you guys see this? I think that it was interesting. Oh, you got I can't read down. But did you see that Rob Manfred is going to be retiring as commissioner after the 2029 season? Like I said earlier, can we just make it an even number, go 2024? Because Rob Manfred, to me, is the Anthony Rendon of baseball commissioners. He hates baseball, right? He has not been good for the sport, but he has been great for the owners. He's made them filthy rich. He's taken on criticism. But for me, I think you're going to look at Rob Manfred, and I think his legacy is going to be the 2017 Houston Astros cheating scandal, the Trastros cheating scandal, and not punishing those players, not taking away that trophy, but more importantly, devaluing the World Series, calling the Commissioner's Trophy the trophy that all of these fans want, the trophy that all these players work hard to get. He called that trophy a piece of metal. He diminished, he devalued it in my eyes from his perspective. And the funny thing is he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in Cooperstown, but maybe that plaque is just going to be a piece of bronze to him, because you look at Rob Manfred, the lockout issues, laughing during the press conference when we talked about missed games. And look, he, like I said, he has done his job in the sense that he has increased value for the franchise, but also baseball as a whole has taken a step back. It's fallen further behind the NBA. It's fallen further behind the NFL. We got it good here in Dodgerland, but we're one of the few franchises that have a live stream that's popping every single morning, that have reasons to talk about free agents and trades and a full sold out stadium. I think the Dodgers could get over 4 million fans at the Ravine. That's because the Dodgers are one of the few franchises that have a robust fan base and stars, and they're playing for championships, because there's a lot of issues out there. There's a lot of empty seats in Major League Baseball. Ratings are down. Ratings were down in the World Series. And Rob Manfred, what has he done to try to fix that? I mean, you had the lockout. You had how they handled the COVID situation for the 60-game season. That should have been a 100-game season at the very minimal, in my opinion. You said what you said about the Commissioner's Trophy being a piece of metal. And like I said, when he gets the Hall of Fame plaque, it's just going to be just a piece of bronze. What are your thoughts on Mr. Rob Manfred, a.k.a. Manfred, announcing his retirement? By the way, that's kind of an early time to announce retirement. Obviously, I think that's when his contract ends, right, in 2029. But yeah, I mean, if you're ranking, I mean, look, as long as Gary Bettman is breathing and has a pulse, he's not the worst commissioner in professional sports, but it's pretty close. $4 million in downtown LA for the parade this year. That is from Philip Subia. Demon Shade 21. Dodgers won 100 games with no closer. The offense should make it so they are not going to have many games to close. That's from Demon. Yeah, I mean, what I call it Kimbrel proofing. Remember when we Kimbrel proof games by getting a 5-run lead? I also got a Trey Turner knockoff Nike that passes smell test, paid $25. Yeah, and that leads me to this with Rob Manfred. Rob Manfred was asked about the new Nike jerseys. And I can tell you from talking to some players in the DMs, they don't like them. They don't like the fit. They don't like the texture. They don't like the look compared to the old jerseys. And that feels like it's the consensus. I know that Jason Hayward had that video where he was saying that it feels more authentic than the authentic. Like I'm telling you, I think they had Freddie Freeman tied up in a chair or something off the frame, and they were just saying, okay, talk this jersey up, right? But this is what Rob Manfred had to say about the new Nike jerseys. He said that players are going to get used to them, that fans are going to start liking him. He said, first and most important, these are Nike jerseys. We entered this relationship with Nike because of who they are and the kinds of products they produce. Everything they've done for us so far has been absolutely 100% successful across the board. So I'm sure he's just going to say that the Dodgers jersey, the Yankees jerseys, the Cardinals jerseys, baseball jerseys, he's just going to say that they're just a piece of cloth, right? Like he was just a piece of metal, right? And I think, look, fine. I think that the Players Association, if they could get involved and try to push back on this little, it would be pretty cool. At the end of the day, I think that they're going to get used to it. They're just going to find a way to adjust, and they don't look as aesthetically pleasing as the former jerseys. I wonder if authentic jersey sales go down, because who would want that authentic jersey over the one that's cheaper? Who would want the perforated numbers over the one that actually has the numbers that look right, where the Dodgers D is not being cut through and where it's not as white? And I know we talk a lot about jerseys for the last couple of days here, but I mean, the players care. Now that the players care, I think that it means something. I think that now the fact that the players are talking about it, it means something. And let's be honest, Nike has been a dumpster fire when it comes to sports jerseys. They've been awful for the NBA. The Lakers jersey went from gold to highlighter yellow banana. You had the scallop backs, right? The quality, you can rip them off easily. And I get it, eco-friendly, lighter, for sure. But they just don't look as good. I don't think that they're adequate quality. I think they're subpar quality. And yeah, I mean, I never thought I would say, okay, I'd rather have the company go with Under Armour, but the players aren't liking the Nike jerseys. And I'm not just saying that. I've talked to players who have told me that. But let me know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on Rob Manfred announcing his retirement? What are your thoughts on the Nike jerseys? Philip says fans don't need perforated numbers sitting in the stands. They messed up. Yeah. So happy with the big K's with us. I don't care the name placement. I just don't like the off-white. Nike sucks for Mr. Classic. Yeah, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say how many Nikes I've owned. I mean, it's in the hundreds and lots, right? But still, Nike kind of has generally fallen off. Let's be honest here. And when's the last great Nike signature shoe? I mean, seriously. I mean, PGs. I mean, Kyrie's not with them anymore. I mean, and even the LeBrons are Kobe knockoffs, right? There's a swoosh on the side, right? Michael Jordan shoes after the ones, they were all original designs by Tinker Hatfield, right? I mean, you had the Jordan Jumpman logo replace the Nike. I mean, I think Nike has dropped the ball. I mean, your boy here got some Hokas. I feel like I could be a registered nurse. Okay, I'm sitting on pillows with my Hokas. By the way, never trust a nurse that doesn't rock Hokas, right? But I mean, it's just interesting. In the skateboarding world, Nike is killing it, to be honest. Okay, no, I know they got Eric Costin. I've seen the Jordan 4 SBs. Those are fire for sure. And look, at the end of the day, I'm wearing Nikes right now. I mean, come on now. But I'm wearing Jordans actually, but you know what I mean. New Balance should take over the uniform from Ronald Pasquale. With Kike gone, who's going to step up their shoe game with Miggy and Mookie? I mean, those guys are right at the top. I mean, I talked to Rojas about his PEs, and he said he's cooking up something really special. I think he gets some customs of those Kobe reverse Grinches. So we got some more comments down below. I prefer Pumas. I switched from Nike back to LA gear. I'd be stroking. Hey, those LA gears are tough to find on eBay. I tried to get some as a joke, and they were a little too steep, okay? For sure. I'm wearing Shaq shoes, okay? Shaq shoes. I had Kobe's, Payton's, and Airworms too. Yeah, those Indestruct Airworms, those Dennis Rodmans were sick, that Travis Scott totally ripped off and copied from Dennis Rodman. But we're going to start our grading series where I'm going to be grading every single move the Dodgers have made this offseason. We'll probably have it in a 2-part series, but you won't want to miss that. That's coming up next here on Dodgers Dugout Live. What up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. I'm here to remind you that if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel for all latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, interviews, breakdowns, live streams, and more all year long. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. If you really want to help the channel out, smash that like button. Also, you will not be eligible for any of our giveaways unless you are subscribed to the channel. So all you need to do to be eligible for all of our giveaways is just make sure that you are subscribed. We just gave away a brand new authentic Mookie Betts jersey valued at over $350. And we got tons of giveaways coming this offseason. So be sure to be subscribed so you are eligible to win. And as always, think blue, bleed blue, and please subscribe. And welcome back to Dodgers Dugout Live on a Friday edition of the show. D-Mac for commish. Let the campaign get started. Hey, C-Dub, I got a couple years. By 2029, I could be ready, but I don't know. I'd probably criticize myself. But Benjamin Martinez Jr., yo, Mac, let me know if the team ever needs a bullpen catcher. I will work for Dodger Dogs and beer. That's a fire take from my guy over there, Benjamin Martinez Jr. BC says done. Mr. Classic. Want to see made in USA Dodgers apparel. We got D-Mac. Your LA suits look like Jim Carrey's Joker suit. Awesome. Yes, absolutely. That kind of was going for sure. Yankees players complain about the names being too small. Roberto, Prado, done. So yeah, we're gonna do a quick grade here. We're gonna start this series. Actually, let's just read comments here. We'll start the grades on Monday's episode because I really went in on those. But let's just take all your comments. Let's go free for all right here. Any questions you have about your boys in blue, I will answer them right now. When does Will Smith become a free agent? So we talked about this on this show. Will Smith is someone that the Dodgers should absolutely look to extend. And you got a couple more years. He signed the 1-year, $8.5 million deal to avoid arbitration with the Dodgers. You have him for this year. This is his second year of arbitration, and he has one more ARB year left. So you have Will Smith under team control for the next 2 seasons, and then that's it. So I think for Will Smith, I would like to see an extension done. I don't anticipate that just because of what this organization has done with that as far as you haven't seen extensions, right? They're not the Atlanta Braves. They are not the San Diego Padres, but you are seeing Will Smith as a player that is going to produce, made his first all-star team. The question I have for Will Smith is he's going to bat cleanup or are you going to see him bat down the lineup? Personally, I like to see Teoscar Hernandez batting cleanup there, but Will Smith, he's been phenomenal. I mean, Will Smith has been one of the best players in baseball. He had a 124 weighted runs created plus since his debut. I'll give you his numbers since his debut. Since he debuted with the Dodgers, his 124 weighted runs created plus is second among all catchers. 77 home runs is fourth. His 13.9 F4 is third. So Smitty has been a top 3 catcher in all of Major League Baseball since making his debut. I think that Will Smith probably will want to test the open market as a catcher and try to get as close to $100 million as he possibly can. Because if you look at the Dodgers, you got Cartay, you got Rushing, you got Fatucia, you got so many catchers within this organization. And I think that that's kind of what makes it tough. I mean, this is a catcher's factory, right? This is a catcher's factory with the Dodgers. And I kind of think that it's going to be tough for them to keep him. I doubt he'd sign an extension. It'd be nice to buy out that last arbitration year. But yeah, I mean, look at Tyrone Lorenzo. Go look at him, man. There's people that think that he could be better than Rushing and the rest of these catchers out there. I mean, he's absolutely a beast, but that's a lot. But yeah, let's see some other questions right here. But yeah, we talked about Muncy Will Smith on this show a good amount and trying to extend him. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, look at Sean Murphy. He was better than Sean Murphy, and Murphy signed that 6-year, $73 million extension. And look, I mean, he's got similar production to Smith. So if they were going to extend him, they probably would have done that already. But a couple more here, guys. Who's our biggest competition in the NL West this season? That is from Mookie. What up, Mookie? I still think it's the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think the momentum that they had coming off a season where you had the Rookie of the Year, you had the big time slaying of the dragon and beating the Dodgers in the NLDS. You went out there and you signed an Eduardo Rodriguez. You have Torey Lovello as a manager. I think it's still the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think that team is their biggest competition. I do think the Giants, though, what if they go out there and sign a Snell, a Chapman, a Bellinger? You have Bob Melvin. I mean, they definitely have talent. You got Lee. I think that there's going to be competition coming for the Giants depending on if they finish the offseason strong. SD signed 2 shortstops to a combined $620 million worth of contracts, and neither will be playing shortstop this season. Yeah, but I think that makes sense for them because Bogarts, even though he's great out in the positive with the Red Sox at the shortstop position, he's gotten better at that position. I think you want to have him focus on raking, and Hassan Kim, he just is better defensively. And also, Fernando Tatis Jr. was better than Mookie Betts in right field last season in the time that he spent there. So he's really good defensively. But that is going to do it, guys. A jam-packed show for guys. We covered a lot on this show, but we will be back, probably go live at some point this weekend if anything goes down. We're going to drop a video on Ohtani. I have an interview with Fred Claire. We're going to get out there, and anything that drops, you guys know we'll be going live. We'll be dropping something very shortly after that because, hey, we don't miss a beat here on the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Also, we're about to drop some highlights from Ohtani's batting practice session, so look out for that. But hey, enjoy your weekend. It's a great time to be a Dodgers fan. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You comment Yamamania down below. You follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_. You follow Dodgers Nation, all of our social media platforms, and you have a great weekend. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. We got some walk-off shots, Mai Tais after the show. I Hate My Wife from Nando. 390 Thursday live stream. BC wants me to do play-by-play. Always fire. DMAC. We bleed blue like Diva. That's a good one. BT Files, I'm interested in that job. Okay, that's going to do it, guys. See you next time. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. And until next time, think blue.